this firm intention to introduce quantitative easing of 500 billion naira to increase money supply growth on the one hand, in line with target through the investment of bad debts. We've heard mention of the asset management company coming to the fore here, but the executive arm of the government is really said to be frustrating the formation of this body. So what kind of development have we seen on that front over in Nigeria?
Well, on the asset management company side, where we've seen CBN has sent out a circular to all the banks that they have a deadline of, I think it's either today or tomorrow, to provide CBN with details of all their facilities and collateral that is hinged on the capital market exposure. I think CBN is trying to generate all the information it can to prepare for how much it will need to spend to buy these assets off the banks. In terms of actually getting the asset management company law into place, the law has to be submitted to the National Assembly. It hasn't been done yet. And once submitted to the National Assembly always has to debate it and then pass it through. Now, trying to get that through before the end of 2009 will be difficult because there are three major pieces of legislation that the National Assembly is dealing with, such as electoral reform, the 2010 budget has to come through, as well as the petroleum reform bill.
Well, seeing that there's so much uncertainty still in this sector, we've seen many traders saying that they're adopting more of a wait-and-see approach despite the value and the opportunities on offer within the banking arena. How are you playing that space right now?
At the moment, a lot of the banks are releasing their results. CBN provided a pro forma result sheet for them to provide results up to the 30th of September 2009. And from those results, we're seeing that it's quite a mixed bag of results. A lot of banks are showing provisions, increasing provisions from the CBN special examination thing, but also lots of them also showing strong growth in revenues, revenues and earnings, which shows that there is growth in the sector, but their risk management has to improve. But the good thing is that we're getting these disclosures and we're able to look at the banks and see which banks have good risk management processes and which banks need to work on them.
Banking earnings aside, we saw numbers out of Starcoms yesterday, and certainly the numbers impressive on its increase in subscriber numbers. But when it comes to overall profit after tax, we've got this company still sitting at a loss position. What's your view on Starcoms and the way forward?
Starcoms is a mixed bag. They had strong subscriber increase, about over 1 million, as the same quarter last year. They had also a decrease in direct costs. They've been more efficient. However, revenues have not grown to match the increase in subscriber numbers, which suggests that average revenue per subscriber is going down. So they probably are acquiring those customers rather than them coming. They're probably acquiring those customers, which is why gross revenues haven't gone up. Also, their losses on foreign exchange losses based on their dollar loans has also increased, and also their interest expense. They tried to address that by announcing they've converted $60 million of their loan into a naira facility, so they don't have the naira dollar fluctuation affecting their bottom line as much as it does. But I think there are some plus points, but also some minus points that needs to be addressed.
Given that that is the case, I mean, what's your view on the counter right now?
I think the company needs to do more to improve the average revenue per subscriber. The market they operate in, the CDMA market in Nigeria now, there are really two main companies, Starcoms and Multilinks. Multilinks obviously has a bigger balance sheet because it's backed by Telecom SA. Now, both of them are fighting for market share, and at that moment, that's affecting revenues. I think when we see 2010 with the fiber optics and Glow One line and Main One coming in, that should help hopefully decrease costs in the